like people in my country, we have got many people, they don't have any water.
I've only done a notice board agenda because not organized to have written it up. But I want to thank you all for coming tonight. Yeah, I just decided with Kevin, we decided that we should get the year going, bringing the leaders together in one room. And I know that we've missed having meetings with one another. But there are different challenges and different opportunities which we are needing all of us to work together to capture, especially now as the year is starting. I thought let's just talk about different things. Now it's not for me to make presentations, but really to get some suggestions and ideas. What are some of the needs that we have? Having talked to different people organizing this meeting, I just listed particularly, this is one point really, but around resources to do with funding for different events, to do with premises and venues, and to do with business recovery. That's a sort of a special section. We might start with venues. Yeah, Tasneem, you guys didn't have Diwali last year, is that?
Yeah, that was a big problem. So they said to us that they will give us Hagley Park. Then they changed their mind multiple times. This is mainly city council. Oh, okay, you can have this park, that area. We actually booked lots of things, just thinking that we'll go ahead. Made some purchases from overseas for decorations and all that, and it's just, nothing happened.
That's right, yeah.
So that was very disappointing for us.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I know that council have huge stock of community halls, saying that we might talk to some of the schools and see which schools might be favorable, because they still have, compared to the council, I think a lot of them reopen much sooner, and some of them have venues, but I know Middleton Grange have very good facilities, and they're often very willing to give to community. Because as community groups, we don't generate income. We need to get funding for it. Perhaps that's something, Kevin, you and I can approach different people, see who can allocate. But these guys rang me today and said they still had some funding. So maybe we can also send a note to them. They said they want to give out funding they would rather help people who are needing the support. So that's a good one to approach. Do you know any information about this Chinese Poltex Trust? It's always been...
What is Poltex? There is probably Chinese Pole. For the one day is that they claim the
that's part of
money from the old gold miner.
But that's long.
Yeah,
it's a long time ago, but they fund events, especially if you
have money in there.
Yeah, they were given big money a few, but and you have Chinese performers as well. They will fund it, so and they've not been very difficult. But I can find out some information about them as well for events. Okay, do you think some people have lost? I mean, like Community House lost a lot of things. They lost trellis tables, chairs. And they couldn't get anything out. I don't know if people have lost some of their things.
You see, Asian Food Warehouse used to be Express, right? He's got a big storage space.
Right.
So we used to keep lots of, like we had marquees and tables and things like that.
For the Diwali, yeah.
And they got totally demolished.
So some of it might be needing to replace equipment and costumes and things. Yeah, because like Recover Canterbury are helping small businesses to replace equipment, but they won't support community groups. But there hasn't been any fund set up specifically to help community groups with replacement of equipment or costumes like you're saying. So maybe that's something that would be quite good. We might even ask them if they might look at something like that. And you're still meeting in the...
Yeah, we are in Averley Park, even if it is this one. Yeah, we are good now.
Yeah. But is it...
Before the year, we were in my garage.
Right, yeah. Because the church was destroyed in Edgeway Road. Yeah. I mean, they have basic amenities, but they need signage. They need to fix the toilet, which was... they need to do carpeting and painting, things like that. So maybe it makes sense even to have a joint venture, the Ethiopian and Afghani community sort of. You can offer for meetings. You can talk a little bit about what you offer here, because yours is a venue.
The meeting room, that's $25 for half day. So if you have monthly meeting to run, or you have, less than 35, I think this is the perfect place, for a community or other ethnic business people, because we have interpreting Canterbury here and settling in, which is a part of Ministry of Social Development, and there is a hall, a very big hall that's dancing studio, but you can hire those hall for cultural event maybe. There are some other space for like 3 or 4 different organizations. So if you look for some space to for your people and also yourself, and also if you're keen on having other community information, it could be the ideal place. I've got a brochure for the migrant center, so at the back there are many brochures, so you can just take as many as you like and pass your community and your neighbors and friends.
That's a good idea. Now, the other people offering services, we have been working with Linda and the team at CBA as 2 organizations. Because we are working on a recovery project, we've set up our place to have some free internet access and free printing. So I also have some volunteers who can do things like graphic design. So for events, some students and others. So you can just, our address at the moment, we're working at 394 Hereford Street. And you can just ring us on the number. It's a free number to ring. Yes.
Similar to Diwali,
yes,
they will put some funding in for an event organizer who will actually coordinate it, create a committee and do a lot of the administrative work. It's fantastic. What the community provides is the volunteers, ideas, and the community brings together the stalls and the food and all that.
Okay, that's good. They might ask us to join that. But I will propose it. I mean, if at best we can just, as a group, say these are some of the events, these are some of our target dates, and look at who's handling that Hagley Park bookings. I've been doing lots of stuff there.
You've got an event organizer who's
hired,
funded by the CCC, so you'd have thought that's a direct, inside
Absolutely. I mean, it's a fantastic opportunity. Now you have great performers, you have great dancers. Malaysians have got great costumes and dancers and food. It's a good idea, but maybe Tasneem, you can sort of help us to drive such an idea. We lost your costumes, okay? So we also have to look at that.
Yeah, but we still have our spirit.
Absolutely. But would you be open to such an idea to help people get back to performing? Yeah. So it might even make sense to just ask them to put in, whatever, 10,000 each or something for each group, or 5,000 for all the different groups here, and then that can go towards maybe the costumes and the different performances. What about the Malay Society? What do you reckon, Caroline, about events or premises? Sam?
Normally we just do our barbecue.
Yes, that's a good idea though. A barbecue in town would be fantastic.
Yeah, and they all bring their own meat and things. So it costs nothing.
Great.
It costs nothing. Especially after the earthquake, and nobody like to spend money.
Yeah.
And everybody's.
But you might get money to buy lots of meat, which would be fun.
Yeah.
The Red Cross are also still giving, but it's more for the business people to do the accounting. They're still helping business people, and we'll find out about them. So sometimes information is put out on funding.
I have one idea. I actually came here with one idea, but listening to you, I just have another
idea. Yeah, absolutely. And you might as well talk, because we're moving to business next, so you can talk about your idea. Yeah, and you want to make that. You can go after.
Information resource. And all of you are basically talking about sharing information. And I came here with the idea of creating a Russian language online newspaper. But I think what we need to really do is to create like multicultural Christchurch newspaper. have like generic site,
Yeah.
click your own language, it opens like the same things, but in your language. And perhaps you can do it.
Yeah, we can. I mean, yeah, that's a great idea. I mean, so most of you know about it, but if you know any business person, Russian or Cambodian, Indian, who needs help, who hasn't applied for funding, is struggling with something, please refer them to us, and we can get them in touch with Recover Canterbury. We're also running a survey, which Linda is doing a great job. But I think that wraps up what I wanted to discuss.